Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amatullah if you're new here. Today we're in my kitchen, which is a little different. We're just going to be making tiramisu because I love tiramisu like Oprah loves bread.
I love bread.
So I made tiramisu for the very first time last week, I think. It might have been earlier this week, honestly. And I used a recipe. It was pretty okay. I used a little bit too much sugar, but I wanted to share it with you because I think tiramisu is just really good, and two, a pretty easy dessert to make. So it's like kind of unintimidating if you're new to baking, except for it's new bake, so it's really not baking. Okay, first things first. We're gonna put 4 egg yolks and a 1/4 cup of sugar together. We're gonna whisk those up. I personally recommend using the hand mixer for this recipe just because you're going to be mixing things up in 2 different bowls, so it just makes your life a little easier to not have to clean out the bowls in between. So you want the mixture to be like a really pale yellow by the time you're done. Next, we're going to mix up or whip up some heavy cream. So I have about 3/4 of a cup. Like between 3/4 and 1 cup is fine. And then once that's whipped up, you're gonna add about 8 ounces of mascarpone. And then you're gonna whip that up as well. Okay, so once that's done, it's gonna look like this. I don't know how long it takes for the camera to focus. We're gonna fold this mixture into the egg yolk mixture. You can fold with a spatula or with a whisk, but I just prefer to fold with a whisk. I feel like it's a lot easier. I'm just gonna take part of the mixture and then, slowly, gently fold that in. And slowly add in the rest until everything is incorporated. Please excuse any background noise you will hear. I do have 2 cats and there's no door to the kitchen, so I'll just have to make do. Alright, and then once you have your cream mixture to the texture you want it to be, you can start constructing the tiramisu. So I'm gonna take about a teaspoon of cocoa powder and sift that over my chosen container. I just want to have like a nice even layer over the bottom. It might take more than a teaspoon, we'll see. It really depends also on the size of your container or your dish. This is a pretty heaping teaspoon. But I think it's always better to start small so you don't get cocoa powder everywhere. And you can always add more if you need to. So then you want to dip your ladyfingers in espresso. I don't have any espresso here, so we just made really strong coffee, but that works just as well. You just want to like flash dip them in because they are designed to get soggy pretty speedily. and then you put them in rounded side down. Like this is already soggy. I think I dipped it in for too long. The last time I made these, they didn't have any ladyfingers at the start. Went to, so I had to get the bigger, like thicker version of these cookies. It starts with an M. I don't really remember the name. And so those did have to like be soaked for a little bit. But ladyfinger is literally like a second is all you need. Oh yeah, and then once you're done with that, you're going to cover your ladyfingers with the cream mixture that you made. Okay, and then we're gonna sprinkle probably another hefty teaspoon of cocoa powder over the top. Again, make sure you pay special attention to the corners. You want to be careful, like not to put too much cocoa powder on here, just because the cocoa powder will turn dark once it's kind of like damp, I guess, from the cream. And so if you put too much on, it won't, the moisture won't sink. The moisture won't seep through the layers of cocoa powder, and then you'll have like a really pale, you know, top to your dessert, and it also won't it won't taste as great. I don't know if you guys have ever had just like plain cocoa powder, but it sticks to your mouth. It's just not great. So you want to avoid that at all costs. Great. And then you're basically done. You just want to like wipe up your area, wipe the dish, and then you're gonna place this in the fridge for like, I guess a minimum of like 5 to 8 hours. But it's really great if you can wait 24 hours. If you can handle that. Yeah, and then it's just ready to eat. All right, so it's been about 24 hours. This is my tiramisu. You can see I already tried some. And you can also see that the cocoa powder is like darker now. And I made probably just a few spots. But last time I was a little overzealous with the cocoa powder, so I was a little cautious. A little bit more cautious this time. A couple things I wanted to note. One, if you can't find ladyfingers, you can always use a substitute cookie. Last time I couldn't find ladyfingers, so I used marguerite cookies, which are just a little bit thicker, so I just had to make sure to soak them a little bit longer. I also was actually only able to find like a chocolate vanilla combo pack of marguerite cookies, so I ended up making like half chocolate tiramisu, which is pretty good, so don't be deterred if you can't find, you know, just like all plain cookies or all ladyfingers. It's totally fine. And then another thing is that you can always add a little bit more heavy cream to make your cream layer a little fluffier. I did that last time. I really enjoyed the results. So both work. It's kind of up to you and like your personal preferences. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you decide to try this recipe out on your own. And let me know what you want to see from me next. Thanks. Bye.